Alrighty, this week's video is all about Nulla, my trusty little sidekick, my ride or die. I will give you all heads up, it does include a lot of pics of her over the years because my generation, well, we took photos, not videos. Now, you all seem to love her, and I completely get that. And as this channel evolves and I get into the groove of it, it made more sense to change the name a little. And because I do pretty much everything with her, apart from going to work, doing the groceries or that, we hang out a lot. I found Nulla on the Trading Post. I'm not even sure if it still exists, but it was essentially an old school kind of marketplace, and you could get anything on there, including dogs. This past weekend was super windy, so windy that I cancelled golf because I figured I would lose a lot of golf balls. But we headed down to the beach anyway and made the most of it. I like to pick her up so that she can see the beach other than just the fence in front of her and the bushes. And I think she likes what she sees. Nulla has been there for me through some of the shittiest times in my life and my family's as well. When my dad lost his sight in one eye, her running in and jumping up on him was the only thing that got him out of bed and out of his depression. She's also been there for us when my mother passed away, and it was difficult to watch her when she'd come home and look for my mum afterwards. We couldn't tell her what had happened, and I think sometimes she still looks for her, and she definitely does a double take when she sees an older woman on the street with grey hair. This is her buddy Harley. He's no longer with us, but she loved him to bits. And probably sometimes a little bit too much. These two dogs in this pic are also not with us, so Nulla has really got the longevity on everyone. I trained her to pee on command before we got in the car. She loved a good Bunnings trip. Probably wasn't so sure about this guy. As I mentioned, it was super windy this weekend and still is while I'm recording this. I mean, it was that windy, poor lady lost her bra. But we ran up and down for a bit. Nulla does not swim. That is one thing she will not do. I have tried and tried, but she just likes to get her toes wet, and if her belly gets wet, that is way too deep for her. I think she still has show dog aspirations. Loves doing that. We're really lucky to live where we do, and I nearly lost my hat multiple times. Whoops, sorry, doll. She might not be a swimming dog, but she did used to check on me when I was in the bath. And she put up with me putting a Kiss t-shirt on her. Sits well at the table, although some of her manners are questionable. And loves hanging out with her high country buddies. This is the only picture that I have of myself, my mum and my fur baby. Nulla came with us when we had to scatter mum's ashes because she's family and that's what we do. She's definitely getting a little slower in our walks, especially at the end, and loves a good siesta afterwards. Loves a good sunbake too. She's always been nosy, wants to be involved with everything. Even if I'm going to the bathroom, she follows me, without fail. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has a Velcro dog. I'd love to hear what your dogs do. Do they have sort of weird things that they follow you to the bathroom as well? She hadn't been a completely good girl this weekend because I did notice that she'd been digging in my flower bed, which I was not impressed about. The crazy winds continued in the evening, but Nulla don't care. Now, just like there's no guarantee of your channel going viral and getting monetized, although that would be amazing, I don't know how long I've got left with Nulla. She's coming up 13 and a half now, but at least I'll have these great videos and little snippets of when she took selfies.